Alrighty, one of the newer courses out there, Arizona National Golf Club. Pac-Man coming through again. This course is super nice. I do have a minor meltdown, so the score is going to be a little inflated. I'm also doing some new driver shaft testing, trying to straighten these bad boys out, get them back in the fairway. I am losing a little bit of ball speed, so I think halfway through this round you'll see me switch shafts. What I've done is add some lead tape and try and get some feel back in that driver. Opening hole here at Arizona, just come up 6 yards short of a hole in 2. It's going to be an opening par, and we go to the par 5 second. Beautiful kind of deserty landscape. The course obviously in amazing shape because it's digital. A really horrible drive to start out, and now trying to hit something up the right side. And that's going to end up in the rough, but about 135 away. Kind of a slappy shot there. Trying to hit a draw, and it barely makes it into the 2-putt circle for another par. So far so good. 309 here up the hill. Really trying to work on just getting the driver back on track. 137's better. 3900's too high. I'm not sure if it's reading that or it's guessing that yet, because sometimes I'll do like a +5 attack angle and it'll still think it's 4,000 spin, which just doesn't make sense to me. That one's safely in for a par again. So Arizona National so far being kind. 168 on the 4th hole. It's a par 3. This thing looks dead on. Lands at 168 and rolls out a few yards, but very good shot there. And another par, so playing some good golf early. Another par 5 early here on the 5th hole. And that is a wicked draw. I'm not sure if I was 20 degrees inside out, but it thinks I am. Try and hit a big slice out of there and get caught up in the trees. We're now 234 remaining. And slice it into the lake. I think we actually might have gotten there. And then watch this. Hosel. Lake again. So here's the meltdown, if you didn't guess. Trying to take another swing after Hosel shank is really tough. But this one, cruel. Falls outside. Can't even save the triple. And that's a +4. Spent all that time making pars for about no reason. And now coming back with a shorter par 3 and taking out a little aggression there with a 9-iron, going a little long. Remaining at +4 now. If we just ignore that hole, the round looks much different. 138 ball speed, even attack angle, and everything a little left. Basically turns out to be a layup out of this bunker. A favorable kick, but not quite far enough. And a little chippy flop shot to get it in the gimme circle. Securing another par. Short par 4 here, 293. The driver's out. We're still working on stuff. I don't want to finish in this alligator arm, left arm. And I'm just unclear how to do it with a driver and still turn left, you know? It's like, get the club on the way and then turn left. Here's our second shank hosel of the day. There will be one more. See if you can spot it when it comes. But it's been a while since I've had 3 hosel shanks, and I know exactly what happens when I do it. It's just like a mental error where I leave my body completely still and just throw my hands at it. And when you don't move your left shoulder out of the way at all and just throw your hands at it, centrifugal force wants to expand the circle. And so the thing that keeps the circle close and on path is your left shoulder. And so when you kind of don't move that, you just throw your hands down, I personally end up getting the club outside of where I want it to be. And that is the story behind all hosel shanks that you'll see on this channel. Rarely a full swing. It's usually like a half shot where I try and accelerate but not try and hit it hard. And those two dichotomies is pretty tough. Long way in here, 198. And just a straight push. Tough bunker shot, 38 yards over 2 bunkers, and it rolls barely on there. That's going to be a bogey, but just to get on the green from there is an accomplishment. Par 5, 11th. We're sitting at +6 now. You take away our bad hole, and obviously we're at +2 through 11, and that looks a lot better. But when you hit it in the water twice, you can't expect your score to be very low. Long way still, 361, big fairway, right down the middle. That is probably the best shot of the day. Leaving 141 in. Probably an 8-iron, trying to get after it and set it down. Oh, it went a little long, a little right. Holds on the green, though, for a par. Some good golf here today. 157 down the hill. That one had good distance. It just was kind of out front. I can see on my swings that I'm trying to do a little too much with my hands and just need to trust my right arm and let it kind of go. When I do that, things turn better. So we have the different shaft in there now, hoping to combine the good accuracy from the weight changes with the distance from the new shaft, and instantly we pick up a bunch of miles per hour ball speed and lower the spin. So it seemed to be a good effort early. This was super lucky, just kept rolling, goes into the 2-putt circle, and we save par there on a tough drive out of bounds. Trying to get the drive going again. Definitely just have said I need to play a fade. Me trying to hit draws is not successful. And with my kind of baseball swing finish, hitting a fade just works better. Here trying to fade one in there and come up about 10 yards shorter than I really wanted, but an okay shot nonetheless. And we move on to the 15th hole. That one was topped, but it still had enough oomph to get out there a little bit. 174 out of the rough. Trying to land it soft. Hold on. It does hold the green and remained a par there. 16th hole, only a few holes left. I like that ball flight. I can just aim a little more left, and that's pretty good. Just like a... If you guessed hole 16 for hosel shank number 3, you would have been right. Trying to hit like a little in-betweener wedge shot. And then cruelly, that goes outside the circle for a bogey. +7 late in the round. 17th hole, 170. A tough yardage for me. And I pulled it. On video, I can definitely see a little too handsy. Need to drive that right hip through. Almost made the chip though, and secured the par going to 18 at +7. Cool hole here down the hill. And the worst drive of the day. See, I need some of those numbers though. I need 2500 backspin, and I need 143 ball speed. But I don't need that attack angle, and I don't need that launch angle. Now this shot is a little crazy. 220 over the water. I say, F it. Let's go for it. I gave it a really good hit, but it went left, luckily, or else it wouldn't have cleared. And then we get a sick bounce off the tree, end up in the rough by the green, and this golden birdie opportunity now. Just roll it down the hill. Psych, it doesn't make it. So a par to end. Missing out on the birdie. Check out Arizona National, guys. I'm sure you will play a little better than me, and certainly on hole number 5. Let me know how you do on that one. Like, subscribe, and we'll get some more courses out here soon.